The story begins in 1904 New York City, where a group of adventurers stumble upon a hotel room filled with frozen corpses. They find an enigmatic brass orb, which mysteriously records and plays back the scene. Fast forward to the present day, Callie Spengler, her boyfriend Gary Grooberson, and her children Trevor and Phoebe, have relocated to New York City from Summerville, Oklahoma. They join Winston Zeddemore and Stantz in reestablishing the Ghostbusters. Their team, including close friends Lucky Domingo and Podcast, captures a ghost in Hell's Kitchen. However, their victory is short-lived as Walter Peck, now the mayor, threatens to shut them down, blaming them for city damage. To placate him, Callie reluctantly removes underage Phoebe from the team. Disheartened, Phoebe finds solace playing chess in a nearby park, where she meets and befriends Melody, the ghost of a teenage girl who perished in a fire. Meanwhile, Ray and Podcast collect cursed objects from locals for examination. Nadeem Razmaadi sells them the same brass orb, inherited from his grandmother. Testing the orb, Ray discovers it emits powerful telekinetic energy that damages the nearly full ecto-containment unit at the Ghostbusters firehouse. Winston takes the orb to his paranormal research center, run by Dr. Lars Pinfield. Despite their efforts, they can't extract its spiritual energy. To understand more, Trevor, Lucky, and Lars visit Nadeem, who reveals the orb was hidden by his grandmother. Peter Venkman discovers Nadeem's latent pyrokinetic abilities, linking him to the orb. Ray, Phoebe, and Podcast seek answers from Dr. Hubert Wartsky, a librarian at the New York Public Library. They learn the orb was crafted millennia ago by sorcerers known as the Firemasters to imprison Garokka, a phantom god aiming to conquer the world with an undead army wielding Kusharit Emoti, the power to kill by fear. Nadeem's grandmother was a descendant of these Firemasters, tasked with keeping Garokka confined. A ghostly encounter reveals that Garokka was once trapped by the adventurers in 1904. Phoebe's involvement leads Peck to shut down the Ghostbusters. Angered, Phoebe runs away, taking Melody to Winston's research center. Using advanced equipment, Phoebe projects herself as a ghost to interact with Melody, who admits she worked with Garokka in hopes of reuniting with her family in the afterlife. Garokka, manipulating Phoebe's spirit, escapes the orb, regains his horns, and begins freezing the city. The Ghostbusters regroup to protect their firehouse from Garokka, who aims to release the trapped ghosts. Nadeem dons his grandmother's Firemaster armor, attempting to harness his powers. Garokka breaches the containment unit, but Phoebe modifies her proton pack with copper alloys to fight back. Betrayed by Garokka, Melody helps Nadeem weaken him, allowing the Ghostbusters to trap Garokka using the damaged containment unit. Melody reconciles with Phoebe before moving on to the afterlife. As New York City thaws, the Ghostbusters are celebrated as heroes. Peck, under public pressure, reinstates Phoebe and supports the team. The Ghostbusters, now a stronger unit, continue their mission to capture escaped ghosts across the city.